I hope I said it right.
Uh,
Sikonia?
Close, Sikonia, yes.
Hey,
Hello.
all right. How you guys doing? Good to be with you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, we're doing good. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It is so fun to have a couple on here. Like, that's cool. That's really, really cool. I wish my wife was here. My wife is running around all the taxi drive, the sports taxi.
Oh, yes, we know.
Yeah. So you guys, where are you guys calling from?
We're from Oxnard, California.
Oxnard?
Yeah, it's about
Oxnard,
60 miles north of LA.
Very good. And who was it that shared our shred with you?
Ava
Zapanta.
Zapanta.
I know Ava. Cool. That's another one, man. She's a life toucher.
Yes, she
Yeah,
is.
she
A lot of people. She's got the capacity to help a lot of people. You can see that.
Yes.
And what is y'all's passion? Feel free to go one than the other.
Go ahead. Where you want me to go?
Actually, we're both retired. So right now, just hiking, walking. I do crafts and cooking, but try not to do all the sweet stuff that I normally do. So
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
what about you, Stephen?
Yeah, hiking, a lot of hike. I love hiking. That's why I need to get the weight off so I can get back into it. But that and we walk a lot. We do all of our exercising pretty much together. So, and then we like to vacation, of course. And like she said, we're both retired now. So we found out real fast that we didn't budget enough for vacations because we like to do that. So that makes it challenging too when it comes to eating and everything. So, and when I used to work, I used to travel a lot, and that was really challenging.
What were you doing then?
I worked for the Navy, so I was travel to the ships to go port to port, and sometimes overseas, and it was pretty adventurous.
Thank you for your service.
Thanks.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about life before y'all shred, life after. What does that look like? Does one of you want to go first, and then the other? You guys decide.
I'll start it up, but we kind of started together. We both joined Isogenics back in around April, May of 2014.
Sounds about right.
About 2014, and a lot of success. We were, when you ever hear somebody say the switch turned on. Well, for us, we were both ready, and we hit the switch, and we went tunnel vision, like a horse with blinders on, and we followed a program to a T. And I ended up losing about 158 pounds, and Sharon lost 100 and...
No, I didn't.
What'd you lose?
63.
63, and just a boatload of inches. I got to walk the stage during Isogenic celebration a couple times, and then shortly after that, I had from losing a lot of the weight, it took out my gallbladder. I had to have my gallbladder removed, and it seemed like ever since then, the weight's just been creeping back and creeping back and creeping back, and even though we haven't changed anything, we're still doing the shakes, we're still doing the exercise, we cheat on the carbs and stuff. That's my problem, is carbs.
Okay.
And you'll probably find out a lot more about that later from this one. But yeah, we just were mulling along. We can't give up the shakes because we're so used to having that nutrition in us. But it was really great when we came back from vacation in August, and Ava hit us up about getting on this shred program, and it seems like it's another lifesaver. It's just the kickstart that we needed to get our butts in gear and get going again. So
go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, I was just going to ask you, can we get a little raw? You guys have been with Isogenics since 2014. Did you gain the weight back?
Yes.
Okay, so speak to that. What unfolded there? What happened? Was it that did you get there by sheer grit and caloric restriction and cleansing all the time? Was it push?
Yeah.
Is that how you got there?
Actually, none of that. We just actually followed the program to a T. When we quit snacking, quit soda, quit carbs. All the carbs are killing me. At the time, so I had to eat hamburgers without buns now. And all that stuff. So it was just really good for us both, and I lost that 150 pounds in basically a year. So And by 2015, I was done. I mean, I was down to my Navy enlistment weight of 193 pounds, and I was feeling really good, you know, and like I said, it was life changing, and we were able to keep it off for almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Then
All
when
right.
the pandemic hit too.
Yeah, the pandemic, between my gallbladder being removed and the pandemic, we just sat around eating. We grazed a lot, munched a lot, and just really had, you know, we still walked, but we just had no gym, you know, kind of thing. And
How much did you put back on, if you don't mind me asking?
out of the 150, probably about 100.
Okay. All right. And then what about, did you notice like a lot of the health benefits that you had realized were also going by the wayside?
Yeah.
Naturally, right? It just kind of felt, you know, comes with that territory, right?
Yeah. Well, I was hypertension, or, you know, like high blood pressure, and I'm type 2 diabetic.
Yeah.
That at some point when I had lost the weight and was exercising, was doing, you know, maintaining my diet, you know, and more nutrition and stuff like that, I was able to eliminate all my meds totally. And I told myself I'm never going back on this stuff, but here I am back on that stuff. And that was another, not all of it, but I'm back on metformin for my diabetes again. And I you know, so that was another trigger that I just wanted to get off this and
Stephen,
do something.
how did you feel? Like, can we get there? Like, how did you feel when you've gained this weight back? You know, you're relinquishing, you're losing a lot of the health benefits that you become so fond of. Like, emotionally, how did you feel at this time?
Oh, you just see it. You just see it in your pictures. You see it every time you bend down to put your shoes on. You know, you see it and everywhere and everything. And, you know, and just how, when we go for a walk and how tired, you know, you get, you know, and you say, geez, you know, we used to be able to climb this mountain, no problem. And we haven't even done our favorite mountain hike. You know, it's a really rigorous, strenuous hike, and we haven't been able to do that since we put on the weight again. So we're working to get back so we can do that again. You know.
Oh, you're gonna get back. You're gonna get back. So give me an idea. Like, you go on ER Shred. How long ago was that, and what has unfolded?
Okay, we're newbies, so we just started on the 15th of August.
Oh, so you're real new.
Yeah, we just
I
started.
love that, because we need a variety of stories. Also, you know, a lot of our hearts of ER Shred, it's almost as if, you ever seen that show like American Idol or whatever, or Shark Tank, and they give up ongoing updates of people, how they're doing, how far they've come, what they've accomplished. Like, you know, guys, you're going to have a fan club. Like, you're going to have a full-blown fan club in this community. And we're going to follow your journey. And when you go sprinting up that favorite hike, that mountain, we're all going to be there with you. Like, that's what it's about. So I just want you to, like, don't feel like being a newbie is a bad thing, because I think accountability is a beautiful thing if it's done right. And this group and this community can be a positive source of accountability rather than a shameful source.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So what have you accomplished in, what is that, 2 weeks?
Well, right now, after the first shred, I dropped 11.3 and I think 13 inches, which was great. I'd been at a plateau that I've been wanting to break forever. So that's good. And
I dropped about 16 and a half pounds and 17 and a half inches. And it same with her. I had, you know, trying to get underneath that bar, you know, that 10 pound weight limit you've been eyeing at for so long, and it just crushed out like nothing. And so it provided the stimulus that we needed to, you know, continue. I mean, it was like when we started Isogenics, we said, well, we'll give it a month. We were very skeptical that it was going to do anything, you know. And I want to say I was skeptical with this too. I mean, I know we were.
I know.
I didn't know if I'd be able to even follow it. But sure enough, you know, we did it.
And what I noticed too is sleeping is a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
And I've always had a lot of energy. I always try to pick better things, even though I know I'm probably overdoing it. So I don't have that much sugar. I'm not a sugar person.
Neither one of us are really
and
sugar
so
people.
I mean, I always have energy. but even now
Hmm.
more so. So I'm good.
There wasn't for me, she'd be a toothpick. I'm the one that's got the bad eating habits. I'm really picky. I don't like a lot of different foods. I don't, if it's from the sea, it's not for me kind of thing,
But this worked because he can have his bacon, which he likes,
Yeah.
and we have chicken. And so today we started our second ER shred.
Yeah.
So we started today. We were gonna wait.
You should be on board. I think we've got a group one coming right up. So you'll be right there with a whole, I mean, you'll be there with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. So that'll be fun to have that camaraderie.
We would have been on that,
but he's leaving.
Yeah, I'm going to Utah for a couple of weeks to one of my other passions, riding ATVs and stuff like that. We're going to Moab area and to ride ATVs.
Yeah, they just had really bad flooding in Moab. Moab is one of my favorite places.
Yeah, they sure did, and I'm hoping that all that stuff, that tropical stuff, will be done with.
So our plan was originally to wait till the end of September to start our second one, but then we just figured we'd just go for it. And start today.
Yeah.
I'm digging on your commitment. I'm going to let Jesse speak to you in just a minute after Jason. I'm going to let Susan speak to you, but I'm digging your commitment. I want to ask you guys, like, what are the differences? Have you noticed any differences between this and how you did it originally?
For me, the weight came off quicker. Okay.
With this.
It's been so long.
Because before we started Isogenics back at 14, you were on Weight Watchers for what? How long?
Well, wait, before that.
I know, but you only lost 3 pounds.
No, I tried to do it, but before that, it took me 2 years to lose 60 pounds. It took me 10 months to lose 63 with Isogenics. So that's the difference back then. But I remember being in the kitchen here, and I don't remember how long we had been on it. And all of a sudden I had just this tons of energy, and I could clean the whole floor on my hands and knees in 2 hours instead of 3 days. So, that ought to say something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys something. Like, I got to tell you something we're priding ourselves on. Because if people can get to a certain amount of weight loss, and if that's their focus, and that's a lot of people's focus, but we focus on a lot of other things in ER Shred. And I hope you've had a whole host of non-scale victories. And I hope as you build your dietary blueprint that you start to realize how powerful that is. And I think that's what's coming for you. Sustainability for us is of the utmost importance. The people, for them to have the ability to thrive and to maintain and to do so almost effortlessly is where we're headed. And that's what we're seeing with our people. Yeah, that's what we're seeing. And it's pretty exciting.
Well, thank you, Sean.
Well, guys, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate you. We got to put up swords for you guys. Will you guys continue to show up in the group and kind of take me up on that? Like, let us follow your journey.
Sure.
Okay.
It would be so great. Swords up for these two. You guys are awesome. Thank you.